welcome your host on Wipeout, Paul Daniels.
On the TV. Hi, this is Wipeout, where one wrong answer can wipe out all the winnings. But for the contestant who does win through, there's a chance of loads of money and a shot at winning a really great holiday. Let me introduce you to tonight's three hopefuls. Firstly, meet Margaret Morgan from Cheshire. Margaret's a youth training advisor with 2 children of her own, married for 33 years to Malcolm. She met him and she set her dog on him. He looked lovely limping down the aisle. Now, David Williams is from Swansea. He's a relief bar steward, and if you think I'm doing that joke, you're wrong again. Now, he used to be a sales rep, and he's been married to Pamela for 21 years. They have 4 children and a rather strange pet. Finally, Hazel Mann is a computer cleaner from Solihull. Married with 3 children, Hazel met her husband at the Birmingham ice rink, and it wasn't arranged, they just bumped into each other. Now you've met the contestants, let's play Wipeout. Okay, fingers on the buzzer, because the first person to answer this question will control the first grid. Who discovered pasteurisation? Hazel thinks she knows.
Louis Pasteur.
Louis Pasteur did discover it. You're in charge of the first grid. First grid subject is dressed as women. Let's have a look at the answers. This is the show that gives you the answers. 16 of them. Unfortunately, only 11 are right. Which of those actors in a feature film, starring, not in little tiny movies, in major movies, which of those actors have dressed as a woman?
Robin Williams.
Robin Williams. Correct, as Mrs. Doubtfire.
Dustin Hoffman.
Dustin Hoffman. Tootsie.
I think I'll pass this on.
OK, Margaret, it's yours. All you have to do is name an actor that's been in a feature film dressed as a woman.
Jack Lemmon.
Jack Lemmon. Yes, Some Like It Hot.
Peter Sellers.
Peter Sellers? Yes, he was the Duchess in The Mouse That Roared, and he dressed up in a few other films as well.
Pass.
And pass. With £70 in the bank, Margaret passes across to Dave. Dave, next answer, £50.
Alistair Sim.
Alistair Sim. Yes, in St Trinian's.
Robbie Coltrane.
Robbie Coltrane. Nuns on the Run, dressed as a woman thanks to Billy Smart's circus lending him the frock.
Pass.
Pass. Sorry, Dave, got you going. Hazel, £30.
Anthony Perkins.
Did Anthony Perkins dress as a woman? Yes, in Psycho.
Pass. Pass it on.
Pass. £100 you've got. Margaret's on £70. There are 4 correct answers still up there, though, and there's 5 wipeouts.
Michael Caine.
Michael Caine. Yes, in Dressed to Kill.
Pass.
Pass. Keeping the £150. A wise decision. Dave, you've got 110. Next one worth 90.
Alec Guinness.
Alec Guinness. Yes, in Kind Hearts and Coronets. You've got £200. There are still 2 correct answers up there and 5 wipeouts.
Pass.
Pass. Oh, yes. Hazel.
Cary Grant.
Cary Grant. Yes, I was a male war bride.
Oh, really?
Not me, him. Yeah, that was the name of the movie, yes. Right.
Oh, pass this on.
We'll go back to Margaret sitting on £150. You've got a value of £110 on the final correct answer.
Ben Elton.
Ben Elton. Wipeout. No, he didn't. Now, Dave, it's over to you.
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise. Wipeout. Hazel.
Michael Douglas.
Michael Douglas. Oh, haven't you all done well? Wipeout, wipeout, wipeout. 3 in a row. There's still 1 correct answer, could bring somebody £110, and, of course, the win for the first grid. So, Margaret.
Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson. Wipeout. So, Dave.
Sylvester Stallone.
Sylvester Stallone. If it is, you've got £110. If it isn't, that's the end of the grid. Let's see it. Wipeout. So, So, with fantastic scores of Margaret none, Dave none, Hazel none, nothing in the bank at all, I have to tell you that Arnold Schwarzenegger wore a dress just while his head split open in Total Recall. It was just a beat of a moment, but he was wearing a dress. He dressed as a woman. So, who's in the lead? Nobody. Give them all a round of applause. Fingers on the buzzer. Who's first? Let's see. What is the name of Charlie Brown's cartoon dog? Hazel.
It's Snoopy.
Snoopy. Easy peasy. You're in charge of the second grade, and here's the category. Invented by mistake. Here are the answers. I want you now to get more money in the bank than you've got at the moment.
So do I.
11 of these subjects, 11 of them, were created by accident, and the rest were deliberately designed. To ensure that you don't wipe out, at which you are all experts, I want you to tell me which of those were created by mistake.
Penicillin.
Penicillin, was it invented? Yes, it was. Straight in the computer, boing, was straight there. Penicillin was invented because bacteria fell on an experiment and penicillin grew. A very lucky accident for a very lot of people. £10 you've got. Can you find another one, or do you want to pass?
I think I'll pass, please.
Passing after only £10. Margaret.
Frisbee.
A frisbee, was it invented by accident? Yes. Yale students at the Yale University in the US of A were throwing a pie dish around, all right, and invented the toy.
Pass.
Pass along to Dave. Dave, £30 could be yours if you find something invented by accident.
Potato crisps.
Potato crisps, invented by accident? Yes, somebody complained the chips were too thick, so the cook cut them very thin. Oh, he thought, I'll put them in a packet.
Crosswords.
Crosswords, invented by accident? There used to be a numerical thing called a magic square, and people started playing around with putting letters in instead of numbers, and crosswords were deliberately designed from that. So, Hazel.
Nylon stockings.
Nylon stockings. A Wipeout mystery prize. Nylon stockings took the world by storm, but they were designed on purpose to replace the silk ones, which are natural fibres. Oh. And your booby prize is a pair of nylon stockings. There they are.
Thank
They're
you.
for you, yes. And I fit them.
Really?
There's always a snag, love, yes.
Thank you.
Is your husband in the audience?
He is indeed, yes.
I don't fit them. Go back over here. All righty, we pass along to Margaret. You've got £20 in the bank.
Ice cream cone.
Ice cream cones. Yes. Ice cream used to be in paper cones. It ran out, and he had some waffles, and he twisted them up and made a cone out of that, and people ate them and thought they were great.
Vulcanised rubber.
Vulcanised rubber. Yes, Charles Goodyear mixed sulphur and rubber together and then happened to drop it by accident in the kitchen. And fell on the cooker, and it vulcanised, you know. It makes you wonder what the hell he was cooking in the first place, doesn't it?
I'll pass.
And passing to Dave.
Ring donuts.
Ring donuts. Wipeout. The middle was cut out on purpose to ensure an even cooking, they will tell you. I believe it was so you got less donut in the middle. You know? So it's along to Hazel. There's still 6 correct answers up there and only 2 wipeouts.
Microwave oven.
The microwave oven. Yes, invented by accident. There was a Dr. Spencer, and he was testing magnetron tubes, and he saw it melted his chocolate. And Britain's entire radar defence system ended up as a new cooking process. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Probably in the next war, when somebody's flying towards us, we'll point a microwave at and cook them. Yeah. Hazel.
Paper tissues.
Paper tissues. Was it an accident? Yes. I think it was during the war they had paper bandages because they were very cheap and very quick and very easy. And after the war, there were all these bandages, you see. And the first thing they did was they made them into makeup removers. And the fellas kept borrowing them to, you know, blow the nose and things. And then they thought, oh, we'll put them in boxes then. And eventually the makeup removers were phased out and the tissues came on. Yeah. OK, away you go. You've got £130, £80.
The zip.
Pardon?
The zip.
It's not, is it? Oh, it's on there. Yeah, right. Sorry. Zip. Away goes the money, Hazel. Zip took 20 years to perfect, but it was designed on purpose. Some little fella sitting for 20 years going, oh, damn. Hang on. Margaret, you've got £110 in the bank. There are 4 to 1 up there.
Can of whipped cream.
Now you're talking, baby. Yes. Milk stored under high gas pressure started to foam, as we all do. And someone thought of trying cream which whipped. And it did, and that was it. But it was an accidental observation.
Silly putty.
Silly putty. You're not going to believe it. Silly putty was being invented for a military purpose. But they couldn't think of anything to use for it. Until they took it to a toy shop. And now you've got this wild idea. Right, we'll throw silly putty all over them. or we'll chuck little balls at it, and while they're playing with it, we'll shoot them. I mean, what the hell were they going to use silly putty for in war? I don't know. All right, where are you at? £280 is yours.
Slinky.
A slinky, is it accidental? Yes. It was an anti-vibration device. And the inventor's wife saw it as a toy. Perhaps I should have pointed out, it's an anti-vibration device for ships. And she saw it as a toy. She actually kicked it over, and it went bloop, 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 and she thought, oh, isn't that funny? And took it, and the kids played with it, and that was it. Rest is history. Now, we have one of each. Can opener or Teflon pans?
I'll pass.
Desperate to hang on to it, my love, my little chickadee, Dave.
I'm even more desperate. Teflon pans.
Teflon pans. He's very desperate to know whether Teflon pans are going to win him £110. Yes! Invented by accident. The fellow that invented the Teflon process invented it to put on the little pulleys on his fishing rod so that the line would run out smooth. And his wife said, hey, that's marvellous, put it on my pans, you know. And he did. And that was it. That's the way it all started. The other one, can opener, invented deliberately. 50 years after canned food was invented, they invented the opener. You're laughing. That's the truth. The original cans, the tin was too thick and they couldn't do it, yeah. Right. Who have we got in the lead? Margaret with £380. Let's have another Wipeout starter question. Fingers on your little buzzers. Which planet is associated with the flytrap plant? Hazel's there again, little dodgy finger on the button.
Venus.
You're absolutely right, you're in control of this. What is the subject? Do not eat. Do not eat what? Now, looky, looky, looky. Now, according to my computer, apple pips, if eaten in sufficient quantities, are poisonous. And even eating a few apple pips can make you feel poorly sick. And 11 of those on the grid could also make you feel pretty sick, especially if they're not properly prepared. And I want you to tell me which on that grid could you not eat, Hazel?
Nightshade.
Nightshade. Could you not eat? You couldn't eat nightshade, of course not. I mean, the lamp would be too bright, wouldn't it? Yes.
Hemlock.
Hemlock, my dear. Pop it in the pot and stare it up. Hemlock. Actually, Debbie's got one of them on the bottom of her nightie. Go on then, you got £30.
Caesar's mushroom.
Caesar's mushroom. That is an edible fungus.
Oh.
Yes, there you go. And we go along to Margaret, sitting on £380.
Raw kidney beans.
Raw kidney beans. Apparently you cannot eat them. Were you aware of that before, Margaret?
Yes.
Where? Clever clogs. I never knew that. Raw kidney beans must be cooked before eating.
I'll pass. I'm not that
You
clever.
got £410, Margaret. Dave has got 110, and his green light is on.
Rhubarb leaves.
Rhubarb leaves. Nah, you couldn't eat them anyway. Taste of horse muck. Yes, I preferred custard on mine. Now, Dave, away you go.
In for a penny, Paul. Yew leaves.
Yew leaves. Exactly. You cannot eat yew leaves. I can't imagine anybody wanting to, but it'd be very, very nasty for you.
Polar bear.
You don't want to eat a polar bear? No, we don't. The computer says it can be fatal. Especially the liver. That's it. I mean, who the hell is going to catch this thing? Probably eat you.
Rhododendron.
Rhododendron. Can't eat that. Flowers are too pretty.
Pass.
And passing with £330 in the bank. Next answer, Hazel, is worth £80.
Wild yam.
Wild yam. That could make you feel very unwell unless properly cooked. So if you've got a yam in the kitchen, do not upset it. Wild yam. There are 3 correct answers, 4 wipeouts left.
Crocusy stamen.
The crocus stamen. Well, that's annoying, isn't it?
It is a bit.
Do you know what it is? It's saffron. Yes, that's where they get it from.
Oh.
And 10 million crocuses gives you about that much saffron. That's why it's expensive. All right, then. Margaret.
Puffball.
Puffball is a wipeout. Puffball is an edible fungus. Dave, you've got £330. There are 3 correct answers still left.
Whole puffer fish.
A whole puffer fish. That's the right answer. It's actually extremely deadly. Part of it is. Extreme. That's why we put the whole fish down. Extremely deadly. And Japanese cooks train for years to learn which bit, you know, can be prepared properly. £420 you got, Dave. Next answer, £100.
Pass.
It's a very breathy pass there, Dave. Hazel.
Cooked honey fungus.
Cooked honey fungus. No, it doesn't. Apparently you can cook the stuff. All right, it's along to Margaret. 2 correct answers left. This one's worth £100.
Freshly picked cashew nuts.
Are freshly picked cashew nuts poorly for you? Yes, they are.
Our mystery prize winner will be able to eat all the ice cream they can make with this wonderful ice cream and sorbet maker.
Of all the things that we were given when Debbie and I got married, that's the thing we've used the most. Because Debbie makes all her own ice cream. Making your own ice cream is fabulous. You'll be really over the moon with that. You really will. Now, you've got £100 and there's 1 right one, 1 wrong one. And one of those can make you poorly sick.
Unripe tomatoes.
Can unripe tomatoes make you poorly sick? Yes. It's amazing, isn't it? Unripe tomatoes, if they're uncooked, they can make you very ill. OK, so there you go. You learn something new every day. Margaret's sitting on £210 and an ice cream maker. And Dave is sitting on £420. Hazel, you have only got a pair of nylon stockings to be fitted later by any passing person. Unless I get there first. And you've got a Wipeout paperweight to take home with you also. Thanks for playing the game as Margaret and Dave go on to play the Wipeout auction. Before it does that, let me point out that the cash that Margaret and Dave have won so far is theirs to keep. I don't take it away, nobody takes it away. Mark's got 210, Dave's got 420. Very, very nice. So, we're going to decide who's going to play for the big prize. And the way we do that is we change the rules. There'll only be 12 answers, and we're going to have a Wipeout auction. So let's see the subject before you bid for the grid. Subject is changed citizenship. The answers are those. Now, 8 of those people have changed their citizenship. How many can you spot? Or pass the bid to Margaret.
4.
4. Now, you can bid 5, 6, 7 or 8, Margaret. 8 of those people have changed their citizenship. You can either outbid him or you can ask him to name his 4. Should he make one mistake, you then have to come in with one correct answer to take the grid. In this part of the game, as you know, best of 3 goes to play for our superb holiday.
Go ahead and name them, Dave.
The whole of Swansea is on the edge of the settee.
And me.
All righty.
Martina Navratilova.
Martina Navratilova, a Czechoslovakian who became an American citizen.
Bob Hope.
Bob Hope, yes, born in England, went to America, became American.
Zola Budd.
Zola Budd, a South African who became British to run in the Olympics.
T.S. Eliot.
T.S. Eliot. You've taken the first grid. Let's have a look at what would have wiped you out for the people at home. Cliff Richard never changed his citizenship. George Bush never did, Richard Burton didn't, and Terry Wogan didn't. There you go, those are the 4 you were trying to avoid, and avoid them you did. You are now 1 grid ahead of Margaret. Margaret gets the chance to bid first on this subject. What's the subject? Ice hockey fouls. Where does the computer find this stuff? Ice hockey fouls, OK, Margaret? These are the answers. Which of these are regarded as fouls in ice hockey? Margaret, how many do you want to bid?
2, please, Paul.
2. We have a bid of 2. Do I hear 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8?
4.
4. Dave's coming in with a 4. 4. Remembering that Dave is 1 grid ahead. Margaret, do you want to outbid him or ask him to name them?
No, I'll ask Dave to name them.
Dave, you've got to name 4. Margaret's put you on the spot, on the ice.
Ready?
Pick one, preferably tonight.
High sticks.
Pardon?
High sticks.
High sticks. Yes. Carrying your stick above the level of your shoulder. I'm a bit sorry for that, isn't it? I mean, if me or Charlie Drake or Ronnie Corbett tried to play, I mean, well, we'd be constantly fouling.
Tripping.
Tripping. The light fantastic on the ice is foul.
Hooking.
Hooking. Yes, that's a gentle little manoeuvre where you use the curved end of the stick as a hook around the opponent's arm or his leg or something like that, you know? So obviously it's a foul. If you name 1 more foul correctly on that grid, you're going to play for the holiday.
Slashing.
Pardon? Slashing? Swinging a stick to impede or just to frighten the opponent. What are the wipeouts, by the way? What are not fouls? Low sticks are not fouling. Poo sticks, fell off a bridge. Attacking. Oh, you can attack, of course. Puck striking the ref. Oh, well, poor old ref, but it's not a foul. Now then, Margaret, you've got an ice cream maker and £210 and the famous Wipeout paperweight. Dave, you've got £420 and you'll be going on. Margaret, thanks for playing the game. Dave, you're going to play for the holiday. You've got a minute to win it.
Tonight's star prize on Wipeout is a beautiful trip to Barbados. Basking in the sunshine with its sugar-white beaches and turquoise sea, it's the perfect holiday island. Relax under the swaying coconut palms in the cooling Caribbean breeze, or enjoy the varied water sports. Indeed, a holiday to remember.
Firstly, let me explain to you once again the rules, because it's important that you understand everything. You'll be offered a choice of 4 on the grid. You will then choose one of those subjects. Then you will see a set of answers that look something like this. These are my answers. I will ask a question. This question is, which of these people have had UK chart success with the song Unchained Melody? I go, oh my lordy, I'll think Les Baxter, Barry Manilow, Phil Collins, Luther Vandross, Liberace, Terry Wogan. I get 6 answers on the board. I run all the way over here and I press the enter button. The computer says, oh heck, I've only got 2 right. So I get rid of those 2 and I put these 2 in. And I run over here and I don't wait for them to light up even. I'm so excited. I've got 4 right. And I go backwards and forwards. Did you notice one vital thing? I must deselect, okay, before I can reselect. And then, and only when there's 6 up can you do that. And I've got 5 right. Brilliant. Now, you've got to get 6. 6 in that bottom left-hand corner is vital. In the bottom right-hand corner, 60 seconds are ticking away all the time. We offer you these 4 categories. Feathered Friends, Double Speak, Oscar winners, animals.
Oscar winners, please.
Oscar winners. Oh, the audience didn't want that, but you've chosen Oscar winners. Now, the audience are not playing, Dave. Can we see the answers? Those are the answers. Consider them carefully. Which of these famous actors have won a Best Actor or Actress Oscar? You have got 60 seconds, a minute to win it. Your time starts now. 5, 6. Now press that button. The enter button goes in. Only 3. Come on now, only 3. What have you got? Judy Garland's gone. Peter O'Toole. You've got a disc. Don't forget to switch one off to put one on. You've gone up to 4. You've gone up to 4. Think of a very recent winner. Very recent winner. Who won it very recently? Somebody won very, very recently. Quick, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Who did you get right? Yeah, Glenn Close didn't win an Oscar. Right, which is the one that he was looking for? Cher. All right? Cher, bad luck. But you got £420. Very nice. Had a good day?
Smashing, Paul.
We've enjoyed your company enormously. And we'll see you all next week on Wipeout.